Hello and welcome back to the Alder campaign. I'm your host and GM Nineveh, and with me are Kathea and Soinnarios.
Hello, this is Kathea.
This is Soinnarios.
Cool. This is... Oh no, I'm on the wrong page. This is...
And
So much panic. Oh god, we messed it up immediately. Go back. Episode 49, session 44. There we go. So I have two notebooks in front of me, and they were both not on the page that showed me that. And I was like, wait. Okay, sorry, yeah. Two notebooks, stack of notes, like loose leaf notes, 3 PDFs, 2 books off to the side.
that's all?
Yeah. Well, that's the only... Everything else is in PDF, but I have 2 physical books, like, sitting on the desk with me. But I don't have PDFs of. Nice. Good for you.
Wow, I have one. I feel like a slacker there.
Yeah. Sorry. I wasn't supposed to just agree and leave it there. All right. But the books don't matter. The notes are what matters. Anywho. Yeah, so last season was Earth season. Last session was Earth season. We are now into Dark season, right? And we have to handle some of that. So Dark season, obviously cold, snowy, wintry. You're going to get snow accumulation over time. We are at the very start of Dark season, so you haven't encountered any of that yet. Now, last time you went to Harvard's wedding and realized some political implications from that and made some connections of your own. And now you're back at your home. So what would you like to do in the early part of Dark season?
When's my high holy day? What part of dark season is it?
It should be in...
I have my count.
If I have. So I need to hang it up on the wall. I was intending to do that. I just haven't never gotten there. Dark season. Your high holy day is not marked on this calendar. Anyways, it should be Fire Day of Death Week. So the near the end of the third week.
Okay, so I either want to do something before that in the first 2 weeks, or do that and then do something.
Right.
And during dark season, I mean, it's not a time when most people want to travel, but I assume we can travel okay as adventuring sorts.
Travel is not impossible, but it can be risky at times, right? And if you get stuck out in a bad storm, it can become impossible.
Yeah.
But it's not uniformly like, hey, you just can't go anywhere for 8 weeks. Like, that's not the case.
And it also means that whoever we're going after has a good chance of not moving and just being down for dark season.
Yeah, one of the things you're aware of is that, like you were given the location of Many-Tusks winter camp, so that's where you would expect them to be hunkered down for most of the season.
Okay.
And in the storm, frankly, but you're busy in storms.
So what do you think, Soinnarios? Should we head off right away at the beginning of dark season and do it immediately, or do you want to put it off?
Like, if we're going to do it, we just need to get it out of the way.
I'm all for it.
Hopefully we can.
We can do it. Actually, that's a good question. We know where it is. We should have a reasonable estimate of our travel time to get there.
Yeah, you have time, certainly. You would have
okay.
Time. Since you know, let's look at the map real quick. Go to the wiki.
And you said it hasn't started snowing yet.
No, not yet. It will soon.
So let's go now.
Yeah. So I mean, you can see where the Ivory Plinth is. You can see where you are. So they're going to be near that. You see that high hill west of Skyfall Lake?
The one that's...
It's a little green patch by itself. It's a light green patch alone in a lightly wooded area.
Right. So if you look at the Troll Ruins, it's almost straight south and a little east of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we're on the same one.
So, okay, cool.
It'll be near that.
So we're going to travel basically around, cross the river, and then up and search that area.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it.
Who are you taking with you?
Elmendor.
Of course.
That was the easy one.
That was the easy one. Yeah, we'll get that one out of the way.
After that, it gets tough.
Now, be aware, you know from watching, right? When you were raided, when the Invoting were raided, there were several groups of Tusk Riders.
Yeah.
Right, that all attacked, and that he was in charge of all of those groups, right? So this isn't necessarily a like, oh, there's like 4 of them, right?
This will be a big group.
Yeah, bigger than like any of the little bands you fought. It would be a collection of those bands.
So we should probably take a bunch with us?
I don't know. I mean, you don't know their exact numbers. You would expect them to be between 10 and ish, a couple dozen maybe.
Should you talk to your temple and I'll talk to Jaristor, the Thane of the clan?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So I'll go talk to Couches initially, let her know my plan. That falls right in line with what the Yomelians are wanting us to do anyway.
Mhm.
And ask her, basically go from there. And I'll ask other people when I bring it to her first if there are people from our temple that would be interested in traveling with us.
Right. So, yeah, she'll meet with you and she'll tell you that given that you have this information, it would behoove the temple to send a group out with you, like so that you can lead an attack. She'll assign you a group of Yolornan wanderers who can ride reasonably or have mounts, right?
Right.
So she'll give you 4 of them, let's say.
Okay. We don't need names for all of them unless you really feel like doing it. But
I haven't given them all names. We'll name one of them Welshie. That way you can mourn her when she dies.
no, don't do that to me.
All right. So, yeah, she'll while you're planning it, she's going to be pulling together a few people because a lot of Yolornans, a lot of your cult members are out on patrol or doing things, right? She's been organizing an active defense, basically the space between Snakepipe Hollow and Crab Town, like kind of around like those passageways to guard like the Toftaros, to guard the western side of the Ahmad. That's kind of been what she's been up to, right? And what your cult's been up to. You've been participating in that, obviously, just through your various adventures.
So that's already the area that we're basically traveling most of the way through.
Yeah, you're going to go further north than
Right.
they've really roamed. The river has kind of been the break point for that. But yeah, so yeah, she'll pull together a few people to assign to you. These are going to be younger warriors, so sort of like yourself, but worse, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. All right. So that kind of covers that. It'll take a couple days to assemble these people, which is fine because you need time as well. Soinnarios. You are meeting with your clan Thane.
Hopefully, yes.
You are meeting with your clan Thane. He will receive you. All right.
I don't want to assume.
Right.
No, let him know that we found Many-Tusks where he should be wintering, and Yolornans to help, but also Milanos. We're looking at a way to. It looks like his soul was probably bound.
Mm-hmm.
How the Tuskers do it, so a way to release our fellow clan and tribesmen from their clutches, literally. So,
okay. He'll tell you like the obvious, right? Like it's risky to travel in winter. It's risky to conduct raids and things in winter. Would you tell him you're looking to move pretty quickly then?
Yeah, we're looking to basically move quickly, get up there, hit hard, come home. Because we understand the risk. At the same time, we understand the rest of the year. It's hard to figure out where Many-Tusks is.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tuskers like to hop around through a myriad of old magics. So this might be might be a good chance to have him when he's in a place we can just find him and pin him down, hopefully.
No, that makes sense. He'll kind of him and haw because they've been protecting themselves from raids, so they don't expect a lot of raiding in dark season. He'll give you a group of 5 warriors to go with you.
From the clan?
These would be clan warriors. So they would be people not like these would be younger or lesser Thanes. So these are people who are good fighters, but they're not necessarily like on like you or Elendor's level or Dirtass level per se. But he'll give you some people. So they have like decent armor, right? They're wearing like light scale, they have a metal helm, they have axes and shield, and bows or javelins. Like they're competent warriors, but they're not like badass.
The big deal is with between the clan and the Yolornans, we have enough to fill out our numbers. We need to decide, like, do we want to take Dirtass? Seems like we probably should. What do you think? Soinnarios, should we take Dirtass?
He might be good, but he also might be good to leave behind. No offense.
Just
there's at least somebody there.
Okay, we can do that. I believe the only other person we have with our cohort is do we want to take our Cora, but right now I believe everybody is mounted. So I don't know if I want to take somebody who's on foot.
That is fair. I forgot that he only goes on foot.
Yeah.
Actually, he's not any good at riding, but I've got a second horse I can lend to him.
Would he even do that?
Probably maybe not.
I'm here. He has a character sheet now. So, he has a character sheet.
That's probably why I considered it, because I knew he had a character sheet now. So I think
his character sheet says he's capable of sitting on a horse.
so. We could take him there so he could keep up and not hold us.
Yes, he can absolutely not fight on horseback.
Yeah,
that would be a terrible idea for him. He does not particularly like horses, and horses do not particularly like him. But he is capable of doing that.
Are the clan warriors capable of fighting on horseback? Or are they
not really? That's a very uncommon discipline. That is something you would get from like maybe some Yamelians, and it was something you would get from your Lornans. Your Lornans 100% can fight from horseback.
Okay, but we could. So this would give us at this point 13 people. Does that seem like a reasonable number out of this, or should we be hitting somebody else for?
The only other person around that you could take maybe is that Mardina is back for the season because she's supposed to be counseling you guys on how to prepare for your elf adventure in storm season.
I wouldn't mind. Does she want to go? Would she give us anything on here, or would she just give us one more person to protect?
I mean, like, look, she has, 12 hit points. She can.
We can take her.
She can absorb a couple of arrows. Like she might be able to take a lance.
What do you think, Soinnarios? So should we leave Mardina behind? I think it's up to her. We could ask her. Let's do this. Let's ask her. See if the GM wants to take the GM PC.
I think I'm fine with taking her. Plus, that'll give us time to talk on the way up and back.
Right? See, it's efficient.
Assuming she survives way back.
She'll be fine.
Well, she can stay back from combat too, as a whole.
So I may kill the rest of you, but I would never kill Mardina.
Yep. Believe it. I believe it. Favoritism.
Yeah. 100%. Okay, so are you taking Arcora, or did you just want to take Mardina?
We're gonna take Arcora.
Okay.
He'll ride on a spare boat.
Cool. All right. Yeah, he will agree to go. You guys haven't interacted with him much over the last few years. You've just kind of seen him around. He has certainly grown into his role some. He's a big burly hunter guy who is. He has the respect of the other hunters. He's not like in charge of them, but
yep,
he has a loose authority with them, like because they respect what he has to say. He has decent equipment. I mean, he has a dragon, or he has a wyvern scale hauberk.
I was trying to remember. Good. So
that you gave to him,
right,
for his role in that whole nonsense.
It's been a while.
That is the one adventure he went on, and it's probably, if I had to pick one adventure that had the most impact on how this campaign has gone, it's that one. If like it wasn't the most important one, but it gave you guys a lot of resources and a lot of impacts and ramifications that have kind of unfolded down the years, which is silly because it was just like a beast hunt.
Beast hunt that came out of our fetch quest.
Yeah. Ridiculous. All right, so but he'll go. He's, I mean, just like you guys, he's aged. He's not as, impetuous as he was when he was younger, though still given to the shout and charge methodology of combat.
That might be helpful here. That might also get him killed.
It's high risk, high reward maneuver.
Oh, Nin?
Mm-hmm.
Since I did not pick it before, I flipped a coin and I did regrow limb.
Okay.
It's also one I don't need to do in the heat of battle as well.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, makes sense. Cool. So you have access to regrow limb.
Yep.
Sounds good. How many RP do you have now?
8. I wrote that down last time.
Okay, cool. 8 rune points. Neat.
What's your power now?
I'm down to 19.
Wow.
Your characteristic totals are very similar. If you take characteristics plus rune points, your pools are pretty similar.
Yeah, makes sense. I've been keeping my POW way down at 13 so I can max out rune points.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So he'll agree to go. He's not bringing anybody with him. He thinks that you have enough people that more would just bring it down. But you might need a good tracker too. Frankly, like you have a rough idea where this is, yeah, but it might help to have someone who can like pin it down for you.
I think that's the reason we were seriously talking about him last time.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think I'm a little concerned how good he is in combat since we haven't had him in that many, but we'll find out.
All right. So you guys will get around, and after a few days, you'll have acquired. Everybody will have made their preparations. The Wanderers will be in. Your clan warriors will be in. Everybody will be like packed, ready to go. You packed food and whatnot, all that stuff. So they're really only, if you're going to be trying to be a little sneaky, they're really only a couple days away from the borders of your clan.
Right. That sounds good. We will move that direction.
Cool. All right. So you'll start to move out. You'll have to cross the river, which sucks in early dark season because it's not frozen, but it is cold.
Yeah.
So not a lot of fun. It'll take you a day to kind of get to the river. I assume you'll camp.
Yeah.
On that side. Go ahead and make scan rolls for me.
21, which I'm pretty sure is just a normal success. Pretty good scan now, but not
that
good enough. Right. Not that good.
Not
105.
5, yeah.
Success.
Okay, so we got 2 successful scans. Good work, team.
I would have succeeded without my perception bonus.
Cool. Okay. So the big thing you guys notice as you're kind of traveling through, like obviously the weather is changing, so the temperatures are dropping fairly quickly. There is some frost in the morning. You both on the ground, like as you're traveling, you see here and there, like the bones of animals. You see evidence of like things that have been hunting through here, right? Like people, probably. So you would assume, the Tusk Riders have been probably staying fairly close to Skyfall Lake and raiding into the surrounding land. So they've been basing out of this area, which isn't necessarily secret, but you can see evidence of it. Like it makes sense, right? But they're not like riding all the way back to the Ivory Plant in between raids, but like you're seeing evidence of that. So you're seeing markings on the trees that indicate like boars rubbing their tusks on them, like gigantic boars. You're seeing dead animal carcasses that have been cleaned and stripped, stuff like that. Otherwise, though, you don't really run into any danger, and you'll camp sort of near the river here.
Ooh.
Use it as a barrier since it's hard to get across.
That makes sense.
Cool. All right. So the next morning, you will wake up when the sun comes up. Everybody kind of preps, cross the river. So if you guys can make ride rolls for me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, make it.
Yeah, I would assume.
A normal success.
Did you fail?
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay. So
I'll try to help people if I can.
That makes sense. It's not as disastrous as it could be. Big thing that happens is you end up getting pretty wet. That is true for you and Art Cora, and probably a couple of the other like warriors or something. But you don't get washed away. You don't get like, oh no, they're gonna drown. But you just get like pretty wet, like uncomfortably wet. 61. We'll use a system we almost never use.
Oh,
this will be fun. Okay. Exposure to cold. Okay, so the core of this is that you, Harkora, a handful of random people are going to lose a point. You're going to lose 1 general hit point because you're cold, right? You get wet, you get cold. You cannot fix this hit point with magic. You have to wait until you have a chance to warm up and get dried out.
Okay.
Now, it is cold outside. Getting wet is really the thing that made this suck. So otherwise, your winter clothing is sufficient to handle this.
I'm wondering, being the good Ernaldan I am, who did not give up Ignite.
Can you set your cloak on fire? Yes.
No, that will be a battle tactic when we fight the Tuskers.
I've come for your souls.
I was thinking Ignite like little things to help either like keep our hands from being frostbitten, or they probably won't end up saving us from the 1 point, but a little warmers to carry. I'm not as concerned about myself as I am others, but
no, I get what you're saying. It's tricky because there's a bunch of you, right? So if you start using ignites, it's just like a 2-minute little fire, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
you can stop and start a fire, like and get dried out and warmed up, but that'll cost you some time and maybe some exposure, right? Because
Nope.
smoke might be noticed.
Never mind.
Sorry, it's not a bad idea. It's just not going to do a lot for you. Like it's if you were in that like, hey, we're taking damage per hour from cold exposure, right?
Yeah.
Which is just, hey, it's really cold out. Yeah, lighting little fires and stuff to help kind of interrupt those gaps and like just disrupt that would be helpful and maybe help you, right? But this is just it's cold out, you got wet, you're having a hard time warming up, so your hands are a little stiff. You know, you're feeling a little distracted, weak. It's not a big one, but yeah. So,
Be glad we're all clothed in wool, not
right. Yeah, yes, you'd be dying if you were in cotton. You'd be in serious danger right now. But
I think wool keeps something like 70% of its warming value. So
yeah, wool does a pretty good job. Cotton is actually, if you get wet in cotton, it's better to just take it off. It is actively a hindrance at that point. But anyways, yeah, so you're a little cold. That's all. You're feeling that. You take 1 general HP damage. Once you get warmed up, that'll go away. Until then, you're going to just carry that with you. This is also true for our Korra. We'll make a note because he's not on the wiki tracker. And it will be true for a handful of your randoms, but I don't think it's going to matter much for them. So,
well, assuming we're just kind of running them as background, since I said, guessing you don't want to run 20-some different.
Nope. They'll be fine and they'll be dead, right? Like that's kind of how it goes for randoms. But I assume you will employ them at some point to do something where I can kind of just make a roll for them as a group against another group.
Yep. Unless we end up going in a spot where we can roll battle and can lead them or something. I guess.
Yeah, battle would work too. Like battle is probably a good place to make a roll like that. It would be your battle roll. But yeah. But I assume at some point they'll be spent as opposed to like joining the battle line and being on the SR tracker. Okay, so anyway, next day you'll start to move out, and you're moving slower now. You are probably trying to avoid, like, you're not going to ride on the top of ridges. You're not going to ride where you might be seen. You're going to be quieter and slower in your movement. You're also now looking around because like you have a sense of where they are, but a hex is like a 5-mile across space. So like it's going to take some time to figure out. So you're kind of like looking around. Go ahead and make scan rolls for me.
Scan or track?
You can make a track if you want.
Okay. And our core would like to make a track.
Our core
is probably on foot at this point as we approach.
Right, because he's actually looking around and doing that. Ooh, he made it, but barely.
Success.
Okay, so successful scan.
I almost got a special, but not quite. I did get a success on my track.
Okay, so big success. All right, cool. So 2 successes on tracks, 1 success on scan. That's fine. So between Arcora and Kathea, the 2 of you are able to kind of find, as you're ranging, you find several trails, and whether or not you can follow them all the way, you are able to figure out like, oh, these are converging, right? So you know that they're going to be camped either on this bluff or at the base of it. You suspect on the base of it if you were thinking about it, that it would offer more protection in that sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you're able to kind of figure out more closely where they are, right? So they're going to be on the east, that relatively straight east side of it. It'll be against that. Now that's still like a mile or so space, but you have it substantially narrowed down. You know when you need to start sneaking, which is useful. So that, by that evening, and the evenings are coming quicker. Like this is something that is like the sky moves in predictable patterns, and it tends to glide fairly smoothly through those, but there are some big jumps. Like the nights are getting longer quickly in dark season.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you're going to find that like you're showing up and it's like, okay, it's evening time. The sun is starting to get low. You're also in the mountains, so often nights are going to happen earlier because the horizons are higher. So you get long shadows and things. So like it's evening time by the time you kind of figure out where they are and need to decide what to do.
Do they have an advantage on us at night?
Tusk riders do not, but giant boars, like any animals, have fairly good night vision. They're also not very reliant on their vision as a creature. So like they will not be like their boars aren't particularly impeded by darkness. The riders, you would think, are not really any better than humans.
Are we?
They don't make a habit of raiding at night.
Are we able to hit them before it's dark?
You might be able to. Do you want to, like, because right now you just kind of have like, they're probably over there. We need to like chill out and kind of like get a lock on this.
What do you think? Thanks, Soinnarios. Do you want to wait overnight and try to hit him in the morning? It depends on us not being seen all night here. I don't know what the odds of that are.
Mhm.
Or should we hit him now hard while we're here and hopefully catch him off guard? Either way, you want to catch him off guard.
If we can now, that might be better.
Okay.
Because I just don't trust the Tuskers to not.
Not have patrols and all.
Well, and for the actual boars to notice us, depending on how the wind blows.
That makes sense. Okay. Unless there's a good reason, well, as we look around, ascertaining the area for us to hold off.
I don't think there is. But one thing you'll probably want to do is scout,
Okay.
right? Not track, but like have someone move forward sneakily, maybe, and kind of like
Sneakily?
see what's going on, right? And that way you don't charge the wrong little.
Who
like,
is
low
our
ground or
Cora our best at that, or
at
me?
sneaking? No, our core is terrible at sneaking.
Okay, then I guess I will take it on unless we have somebody that's good. And I'm not good. I'm good at hide, but not moving quietly.
Okay, you're probably the best of the bunch. How good
I
are you?
am not.
I've got 47%.
Okay, yeah, you're the best of the bunch by a fair margin. Go for it.
None of my runes are going to be useful to boost it, I don't think.
No, probably not. It's we were I was talking about that with another player at our
Yep.
tabletop game, that sneak is kind of a weird skill because characters start off bad at it unless they're in like one of two professions, and generally even if one character is good at it, the rest of the party isn't, so you don't use it a lot. And because the chances of failure are so high, especially if the GM makes you make a lot of move quietly rolls to determine how things are going, that a lot of people just don't use it, and so it just never gets good. And then even when it would be useful, it's not going to work. You actually have you may have the highest sneak skill I've seen in the game.
All right, well, let's go for it. What's the worst that could happen?
Go for it. Now you can use a passion.
Oh, let's do that before I look at my dice. I did not look at them. I picked them up. Do I have a passion that would work?
Mm.
I have loyalty to clan, tribe, temple, love, family, devotion to Yolorna,
Mm-hmm.
honor, personal. I mean, the only things I can think of is I could do love of my family to try to be very quiet so I protect our extended family. Or clan. I could use clan.
I think clan is more appropriate here because
Okay.
this isn't really someone that you're related to in this. Like they're your clanmate, but they're not a
Right.
family member. Yeah.
All right. I got a basic success that gives me 20%.
Okay, plus 20. Okay.
I succeeded.
Through a vase. All right. Cool.
I would like to point out I would have succeeded even without the boost.
Even without the boost, but now you get to check that loyalty as well.
There you go.
See, that's how it works.
I'm not really a skill check high tonight, but I've gotten a bunch of checks on skills. I don't use that quite as frequently.
Well, we're doing a different sort. To be fair, our flagpole, like once a year adventure, is sit and wait for the enemy to come to you.
Yep. We're kind of the opposite. All right, so now I'm going to look around and see what I can see and hear what I can hear.
Yep. So you're going to creep forward in the.
Yep.
You're going to creep forward in the darkness that's starting to stretch out. There's long shadows because
Right.
summertime. We would have set out a few days for the first week. Well, what day do you think it is? So freeze day would have been the first day of the week. You guys spent 2 days preparing, and this is our second day of travel. So it's Wednesday. Yep. So that's nice. It's a minor Orlante. It's Valen's, one of Valen's holy days. It's also the crescent come moon. So it's the waxing crescent.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a little sliver of reddish light. But today is, let's randomize that weather.
How dark is it right now?
It is, think of it as like, it's dusk-ish, right? So like the sun is setting, but where there are mountains or peaks or high hills, there are like much deeper and long shadows.
The reason I'm asking is, would it be worthwhile to use a rune point and cast Cat's Eye?
No, it's not that dark. It's dark enough that you have a little more liberty in how you move. It's not so dark that you can't see anything.
So right now it's dark enough to help me, but
not to hinder you much.
Yep. All right, so I'll take a look.
Okay, cool. So you're going to creep forward. You're lucky though because it is partially cloudy out.
Yep.
And so even that, like the starlight's not doing much. The moon is obviously below the sky, the clouds for the most part. So that's cool. So you'll approach forward. You're kind of sneaking through this like lightly wooded area. There's this very tall, fairly steep. Like it's kind of just by itself. It's a fairly steep, but pretty tall, but not mountain. Not it's not a mountain the way like Cliff Home is a mountain, right? Like it's just a tall bluff that kind of is domed up. And so as you're like kind of poking through, you're working your way through some tree cover. Along the base of it, there are some places where it's not just like a circle, but it has like the base of this hill winds, and so there's a place that's basically like a cove, right? Like it has projections so that way it's more sheltered, and from there you can see several small camps. There's several fires that have been lit, and that's what you can see kind of for free. Like they are there. There are people there. If you want to make like a scan roll or something like that to give you more information, that would be.
Did my boost only boost the one skill?
You can only boost one skill.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I make a scan, so normal success.
Cool. So put a check in it. You already have it.
I already did. Yeah.
So from here, okay. So what you're seeing is that in this like semicircular, protected area, there are 4 campfires that you can see. Now, one of them is back deeper into this sheltered area, kind of against the very back of it, and there's a camp there. There are 3 camps right around it, and what you kind of think are like loosely a half circle to kind of cover like the open area before it touches the description making sense.
So I'm picturing 4 total camps. There's 3 on the outside, kind of opening back into the little area, and 1 at the back.
Yes.
And the one at the back is most likely going to be where Many-Tusks is stationed. The others are 3 other groups.
Now, of note, the 3 other groups are not spread equally apart. There's a gap between the second and third one. Big enough to house a camp. You think maybe there's another camp coming, like another band coming, and that's their spot. They just haven't filled it yet.
But that'd be a spot to run through.
It would give you an opening, and it's good that you went quickly. If you had waited a few weeks, that spot would be filled.
Good.
So,
excellent. Can I get an estimate on people moving around or anything?
Yeah, I can give you a rough estimate here. That's reasonable. To your mind, it looks like somewhere between a score and a couple dozen. Somewhere
That's
in
a
that,
lot.
like 20 to 25 range seems about right.
They have us outnumbered.
That's between all the groups now, not each group, but the whole camp. Yep.
No, they still have us outnumbered, and they all have boars.
Yeah, but so what? Like, I mean, Soinnarios can kill one around, I think. So the last time she fought one, she put one down in one round. That suggests to me that if she just does that every round, she'll be fine.
I'll try.
And I think Kathea is good for like 4 of them before rune points run out, right? And then it's just down to regular fighting. So you got this.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had a shield right now. Spell.
Don't you? Oh, okay. I was like, you should have a shield.
No, but I'm not going to have it because I'm going to be on horseback with a bow out.
Right, fair. Unicorn back.
Sorry. So I'm open to suggestion scenarios. I don't want to just do this all on my own, but I thought about having the Wanderers hit the side with the 2 camps because they presumably have fire magic of some sort, and they can start lighting things on fire, and worst case, they can move and pull those people away from camp if they aren't really hitting them hard, but get them going. Send the clan warriors to the other side. I guess the only disadvantage is there's 5 of them. But they'll be on foot. And then the 5 of our cohort. I realize in some ways it makes sense to have our group lead those, but I think we'd probably be better off for role-playing purposes to send us through the gap at the group in the back.
Okay. That makes sense.
Unless you want, go ahead.
Just wait for the Lornans to start lighting things on fire before we get them from the flank or the rear is all.
Yeah, I was thinking they start things on fire about the instant we're trying to run through the opening, so we can make sure that we hit the group in the back. The only thing is, do we want our core to stay out with them since he'll be on foot? Maybe let him go with the clan warriors. Of course, you'll be on foot too, won't you? Once we get up combat.
Yep, I'll slide off the horse.
So I don't know if Elendor is good enough to. How good is Elendor's ride? Yeah, Elendor's got to be on foot too. So I guess it's just going to be me riding around in the middle shooting at things. I think I'm the only one that's going to stay mounted.
Overwatch.
Yep. I'm just going to basically ride in circles, taking pot shots. Looking for the main guy, if I can figure out who he is.
Makes sense. Okay. So you're going to commit your troops to tying up their perimeter, and you're going to dart through the hole in it and try to execute a lightning strike, cut off the head sort of maneuver.
Yep. I think that makes more sense given numbers and all than anything else we would do.
I agree, for the record. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Once you guys are ready, you may cast. You have some advantages here, right? Like you are
prep.
You can prep. So if you want to cast any magics, let me know.
Do you think it's
do those things? So
yeah, I will put up a protection for, and S-Star will put up mobility.
What else do we want to put up here?
A lot.
Okay, like what?
Mobility and coordination sound nice, as well as strength, protection 5, and blade sharp 4.
Okay. Do you want, while we're talking about spells, do you want to cast any rune spells?
The boars make me think that Earth Shield's a good idea.
I have a question.
Yep.
Would it aid our other groups if I were to summon my salamander at the outset and let it hit those outside groups and tie them up? Or would that just not make sense and I should just hold on to it with our group?
I mean, if you tell it to go that way, it'll float over there. It's going to be slower than them is the big thing. So it'll join later.
So I might as well just wait until we're...
Potentially, yeah.
But it'll take basically a round for me to summon it up. I guess it's already summoned. I just have to cast command. And it'll pop out of my binding enchantment.
Okay. Okay, so if you have any other magics you want to cast, go ahead and do those things.
Since I'm assuming I'm using bow, I could play blade sharp on something preemptively, but that seems like a dumb idea.
Yeah, it only lasts a couple minutes.
Good.
So, and which some degree of that will be taken up on this charge, but not a lot of it.
I am going to preemptively just have a speed dart on since I can put it on and hold it as we move up, and then it'll just be ready to shoot. So I'll spend the time first round.
Makes sense. What do you want Elendor to cast?
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Elendor, blade sharp. What a strength. The strength.
It'll raise their strength by 8, which will increase their damage die by 1 step and increase their to hit by 10.
I don't know if that's worth the magic points or not.
It's probably worth about as much as 2 points of blade sharp. It's worth a little less damage. It's worth the same to hit.
Let's do this. And you want me to track everything for Elendor over here?
Yes.
Okay, Elendor is going to put up blade sharp 6, strength 2, protection 4. Nope. Or is protection compatible with shield?
Yes.
And shield.
How much shield? They can cast up to 3 points of it.
Yeah. Wait. Hey, Soinnarios?
Yeah.
You think? Yeah, let's do 3 points of shield.
Good.
That's going to give Elendor some pretty good armor and protection against incoming spells.
True.
And still has 3 rune points for Heller, which would give access to like
Heal body.
Well, not heal body. That's or heal wounds.
No, heal body is a Heller spell.
It's listed under Vinga.
Oh, did I put it in the wrong place? I think I touched up the character sheet at some point, like gave it a pass to make sure everything made sense. And changed a couple of things. Soinnarios, are there any other things you want to do?
I am debating on using the gnome for the first time that we can kind of pop it out when we get closer.
Yeah, I would not precast it.
Yeah, because otherwise
Yeah,
they'll
it'll
never
be
catch
way
up.
too slow. Yeah.
I drained 1 crystal.
Yeah, so did Elendor. But they only have ones.
Yeah.
They're about tapped out. They don't have a lot of magic points left to do things. Cool.
Yeah, when we get closer, I may do it. I'll probably down to 3 rune points though.
Yeah, I would wait until we're actually in combat for that because the gnome is so slow.
Yep.
Like you probably want to be where you want. You probably want to be more or less where you want it to be before you cast it. Okay, is there any other pre-casting you want to do? I think you got everything.
I think I got everything.
Okay.
Jeez. I don't feel so bad about losing the 1 HP so far. So
Right.
we'll see if it comes back to bite me.
So you guys tell your followers, like, let us cast a few spells, and then you can start casting your spells, and then we'll get done at the same time. So, because they're like, protect 2, blade shark 2, speed dart.
What are we doing to them?
They'll be fine. You're not sending them necessarily to like really throw down hard and stuff.
Yay! Roll initiative.
Everybody's cast their spells. You guys have cast your spells. After you cast a few spells, your followers start casting their spells, because they have less of it to cast. It doesn't take as long. And then once everybody's magicked up, you will go. So the first thing we're gonna do here is you're charging, and then your two follower groups are gonna peel off to pen those 2 elements, basically to keep them from closing that gap and to let you punch through it. So just make a battle roll for me to see how that goes.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 27, which is a success, I'm sure.
Okay. So that part will work, right? It does not guarantee their fades per se, but they, your Lornans charge out, the fire speed darts, they lose some meteor bows, right? They cause a ruckus against those 2 camps. They start to respond. Your Thanes charge in, jump off their horses, and like pell-mell into the other group. Like yelling and stuff. A couple of them summon sylphs. Other than that, there's not a lot of really flashy magic going on. So, but you see some of that happening, right? And then you're charging past because your group is also moving. So then it's just like, I hope that works because the orders have been given and the battle is joined. And unfortunately, it's how does Brett Devereaux puts it as like, you have to do all your planning beforehand because once the battle is joined, you can't give orders. Like even the best armies in the classical period had a like McDonald's value menu list of like, maybe this unit can do one of these 5 things if the Centurion is good, and otherwise it's just they're going to do what I told them to do, and I hope it works because I can't adjust. It's too late. So okay, cool. So yeah, that's what happens. You leave them behind and hope it goes well, and then you're charging through. Now the camp that you're charging is further back, so they're not like outer circle surprised, right? The inner circle not surprised, but only like around to prepare. So their people are jumping up, they're starting to grab equipment, right? They're getting ready, casting a spell or something, but they're not like fully magicked up like you guys are. But they're also not like, you're not going to fall on them unawares either.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you dart past. Then a battle rages behind you. In front of you is a large group of people. Like there's, you're outnumbered in this fight. As you clash into the central group, there are people grabbing weapons, grabbing a helm, grabbing a shield. There are people whistling up their boars to come to them, right? That's what you're seeing as kind of a pell-mell chaos as people try to get to the defense. So in your first round, what do you do here? Let's go and do declarations. You're going to be moving into contact or hanging at range. Those are up to you, but you'll have the ability to do those things.
The instant somebody's in, if I have anything that lets me make a good guess at Many-Tusks, I will fire at that person.
Okay, go make a scan roll.
I make it. Just a normal success.
All right, you do not see anyone here who stands out to you as the leader.
Okay.
So your assumption, one, the cold sinking feeling of, well, maybe they're not here, but more likely they're in a tent, right? Like in a inside, basically, for lack of a better word. It's not very inside.
Yep.
But
All right.
just
Then
not
I'm just going to take a target of opportunity and loose 2 arrows.
okay. Go and give me your strike ranks for those things.
1 and 6. And I'll reload.
Okay. And then, can I make a suggestion here?
Yes.
If Elendor is going to be on foot with Soinnarios, maybe Soinnarios should run them,
Okay.
just so that way they're more synchronized. Does that seem okay?
That's fine.
I will try.
Okay. All the spell casting stays. We're not retconning that.
I'll pull up their sheet.
They're like you, but not as tough and better at throwing javelins. Though, frankly, pretty tough right now with all the magic. Like, nobody's soft.
They threw up all their blade sharpen, strength, and protect, right?
Yes, all their spells are toggled on. Kathea, if you want, you can run Martina. Martina has a 32% ride and a 27% javelin attack,
Oh boy.
doing 1d10 damage with the
Can't
javelin.
really throw a javelin from horseback anyway.
They can.
Okay. I guess Mardina will launch a javelin at somebody. Does Mardina have any useful spells here?
Martina has already cast mobility.
Okay.
So Martina can keep up with you. Martina can throw at short range targets. Martina is happy to hang out with you.
Mardina's gonna, just basically be there. Keep her eyes to the side and stay with me.
Yep. Interdict anyone who gets close, basically, and
Yep.
hope you can hit them.
Yep.
But yeah, so you have a little floating bodyguard with you.
Yay! That's what I need. Is a
All right,
blanket.
so that's Martina. What Martina's strike rank for that crap is going to be like a 6 or something.
I don't know if I have. Do I have her on here? I didn't see her.
She's not because she doesn't fight. It's going to be a 2 for a throw,
Okay.
and then
If she has enough javelins, she'll just pick a good target of opportunity and throw one now.
okay, right, and then Soinnarios. We've got you and Elendor.
Maybe making our way towards the tents, but hitting the first one or ones we see.
Okay, cool. So you're going to run to the tents and then attack from there. Okay. Cool. So what are your strike ranks for attacking, just so I have a sense of the timing?
Mine is 5,
Okay.
and Elendor is 5 as well.
I thought that would be the case. Okay, cool. And the Tusk Riders, their attacks broadly happen in 5s or 7s. It's not all of them are like out and about. Some of them are already in their 10s and things, so they're not as available. Okay, cool. Neat. Okay, cool. So sounds good. All right. So basically, yeah, you guys whoop through. At some point, and I'm gonna run our core because our core is a loose cannon. You can't be told what to do.
Sounds good.
Follow along with the basic plan. All right. So we'll start that off. So you hit their camp while it's still in disarray. There are people, like I said, running around. They're grabbing helmet, grabbing a sword, grabbing javelins, grabbing a lance, grabbing a shield, whatever, trying to get their mount to them. Not everybody is out. Like, there are people in the tent, just from head counts, like you can tell not everybody is outside of the tent right now. That will likely change. But Kathea, you can loose immediately. Like, you can pick a target and shoot.
All right, I got just a normal hit in the left leg.
Left leg, of course. The traditional opening gambit.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do 9 damage.
Oh, that is just enough. That's exactly the right number to take the left leg out. So someone is like running across the field. They're like, they're starting to move, and you're just like, doop, and you shoot them, and they howl and go down. So good work. Then you start reloading, and I assume you're doing like a Canterbury circle sort of thing. Like, you're like running across and you kind of loop around so that you stay in motion. For the record,
there are 2 of
javelin
you.
throwers. So Martina will take a shot at a target as well.
Okay, so I roll this.
Yep.
All right.
Come on.
47.
That's a miss. So she throws her javelin wide. She's like, whoa. She's not a good rider, and she's also not good at throwing her javelin, but she's a better rider than Javelinier. So it's not hurting her chances.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's not helping either. So
Didn't you have a useful spell like befuddle or demoralize or something?
that would be nice.
Okay, never mind.
No, her spell list is detect magic, Farsi 3, detect enemies, counter magic 3, repair 1, and mobility.
All right.
She has,
Mhm.
utility spells, not combat spells.
Yep.
So she's unlikely to do a lot, but she's game. I mean, you've seen her kill people. Like she's not squeamish. She's just not very good at it. So
Yeah.
okay, so that happens. The next sequence that's going to occur is that Mardina and Elendor, you two are going to land. You're going to dismount rapidly and then attack into something. You're making for the tent, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to get met by a guard, basically, who has, like, pulled a sword, right? He was wearing a helm anyways, so he's got that on, but otherwise he's not really... He probably has 1 point. Like, his clothes are probably heavy enough to count for a point, right? They have leathers, but he's not fully armed or armored. That's the first person, like, he sees you coming because you stop your horse as he runs out, yelling at you in a language you don't understand. So you do recognize it now because you've spent enough time around a Tusk Rider that you can say, like, oh, that sounds like Tusk Rider speech. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm. One of us will go at him, I guess. I'll do it. I hit.
Okay.
Say, are you earlier strike rank than Elendor?
We're the same.
Okay.
They're the same. Just he's gonna roll for himself first, I would presume.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, 16 to the 6.
16 to the 6. Okay.
Yep.
So the 6 is a
Leg.
Yeah. The left leg again. That's plenty. That's too much, really. That leg is brutalized. So that's exciting.
Felt a little bad. Wait, it's like they just did this to us in our homes.
Yeah, it's like they just raided you recently. Yeah, so they go down. I assume Elendor's has a simultaneous strike there. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget, Elendor's at plus 40% on top of the normal.
Yep.
Bronze sword skill.
Yep. Got the 128 written down.
Okay.
And good thing she has that because she hit with an 86. And she does 14 to the 11.
It's a chest shot.
11's a chest.
Or ab.
No, it's ab shot. 14 damage.
Yep.
That's still enough. That Tusk Rider is very dead. They get chopped twice, like hard in the leg, and then stabbed in the chest, like stabbed in the gut, and they're dying when they hit the ground.
Good.
So cool. So you overcome the first guard. There's alarms. You can hear horns being blown. Like people are like freaking out, right? Like you just pressed a full scale attack on their camp. Okay, cool. So that's good. Next up, the Tusk Riders are going to respond. Some of the Tusk Riders don't attack because they're busy trying to get mounted. One Tusk Rider is on the ground. So 2 riders are going to approach you, Soinnarios.
Okay.
They're on foot. I'm going to randomize this. Okay. First one's going to attack you.
Okay.
So feel free to parry.
I will try to.
You may want to parry.
A 29 will do it.
Yep. So you catch that on your shield and beat it away. And then something stupid's about to happen. No, you're fine.
Fumble?
No, nothing that exciting.
That's good.
Are we attacking Elendor? Or...
Hold on. I'm resolving a couple of things at once. Okay. I'm going to roll a parry for Elendor.
Success.
Okay, cool. So this is what happens. Like, this Tusk Rider, like, you pick up one and, like, parry them and square up. The second one charges Elendor. Elendor parries, like, a wild swing. And then, in the den of it, you've forgotten, but, like, Art Cora comes out of the, like, at an angle and just hits the guy. He's not ready for it. He does not parry, and it takes his left arm off.
Yay!
So that was fun.
Glad we brought Corey. Good job, Corey.
Go, buddy.
And that when you look at him, he's like a big guy. Like he's bigger than average. He's not huge. He's like a size 15, right? So he's above average size. He's strong. He's always been really strong. But right now, he's like, to your eyes, he's a good like 6 inches taller than he was a minute ago. Like he's like big. He's got like coarse like fur on his arms that you can see like sticking up anywhere. He's got exposed flesh, and he's just like he looks insane, right? Like he like hits that guy, basically breaks, almost tears his arm clean off with an axe, and just like swings his head around and turns into the other Tusk Riders are coming in and starts moving off. Like he's just like, got that guy.
That's cool. I hope he doesn't lose himself too much and get himself killed once
He's
they
fine.
organized.
He'll be fine, I'm sure.
Oh.
All right, so that happens. There's not really any other Tusk Riders in good ranges to make attacks. One of them will throw. No, that's not gonna do anything. Cool. So this round, yeah, you've definitely exploited the chaos of the camp. Like as they're trying to get ready for their you're still locked in combat with one scenario. So there are more coming out of their tents now, and some of them are starting to get like they're actually mounting up, so they're getting onto their Tuskers. This round they'll be able to move around more. We'll go on to declarations for the next round. This round will be harder than the first one. Go. Did you not swing already? What's wrong?
No, I'm gonna hit the one in front of me.
Okay. Yeah. You're good. Okay, sorry. I thought you were asking about something that happened last round. Like, can I not do this? And I was like, oh wait. So, okay, yes, you can hit the one in front of you. That's absolutely fine.
And Elendor does not have one in front, right?
They do not. They have that one was dispatched. So you have they can help you.
Not a bad idea, just so we stay together.
Right.
I don't want to get us too separated.
Mm-hmm.
Checking the biggest, baddest, whatchamacallit. By a tent, Hasty is going to try to cast slow on it.
Okay, cool. So you're going to cast slow at a boar, and then you're going to continue engaging the one in front of you. You and Eleanor both. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Cool. That sounds good. Kathea and Mardina.
How many javelins does Mardina have?
Like 5. They have a roll on their horse, right? So like they can't carry that many. And
that's fine.
But on their horse, they have quite a few stacked up.
So like Mardina will look for an attack of opportunity on whoever's available to throw another javelin at. I'm going to go ahead and drop a shooting star, and I'm just going to do 2 points of it because it gets me 4 arrows, right? And I'm going to shoot one of them. I don't know from the whole fog of war melee
that are mounted.
All right, I'm going to shoot a mounted one.
Okay, that makes sense.
And Estar is going to cast Demoralize at one of the boars of one of the other mounted ones.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Arkora is going to do what Arkora does. Gotta have a rogue on the table. Arkora is a little busted in melee combat, so we'll see how this goes. He's not as tough as he could be, but the way the game works, when you do things that really change your percentiles, it gets a little broken pretty quickly. So I don't know that they thought through all that, but it's fine. All right, next up. Okay, so that's everybody. We're good to go. Okay, so we'll start with most people's strike ranks are going to change much here, right? We're basically all. Are you going to cast? No, you're casting
my divine spell,
bow.
Right? Which only takes one SR no matter what.
Just move off 1.
Yeah, and then I'll shoot on 2, and I'm not going to shoot twice this round because I want to be ready to shoot at the beginning of next round.
Sounds good. Cool. So go ahead and cast your. Anybody who's casting spells, go ahead and cast those.
I've already done that, and I don't remember when Estar goes for this.
Should be like a 3.
Yeah. All right.
That one, Hastia does not succeed. She does not fumble either.
Okay, cool. All right.
Way to go, Light Spirit.
She's doing her best. It's like, hold still, keep looking at that. She can only see what you see, so if you're not locked in well.
I thought of that when I started saying Hastia's going to cast it. Oh.
One advantage of Estar is Estar has a very wide range of vision.
Yes, he does. All right, cool. So everybody's spells are cast, I take it?
Yes.
How did Esther do?
Spell went off.
Spell went off? Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Roll to see if it overcomes
the
boar. Probably. I rolled an 06.
Yep, that'll work. Okay, cool.
Hopefully that one takes
demoralized. Good.
Take the rider away, or at least sit there.
Yeah, it'll definitely slow it up. Okay, cool. So next up. So that's the magic. Okay, so now the arrow, like Kathea and Mardina will make their ranged attacks.
I'll go ahead and roll for Mardina first, since it's only one roll. Oh, Mardina hits.
Hooray!
16.
Okay.
It's just a normal hit, I know.
I'll check.
Left leg, yes. Oh, yeah. Mardina gets to use a 1d10 for damage.
Yeah.
It's a +1. or just
I
one
honestly
d10?
don't know. I don't have weapon damages written down. Let me look real quick. I can find it. It's been a long time since I've thrown a javelin. Javelin. It's 1d10 plus half strength bonus, which
Right.
for her is nothing. So
All
just
right.
1d10.
Yeah, still 7 points of damage.
That's pretty good. That hurts someone.
Yeah. Let's go check. You ready for me with my volley?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I guess since I don't have to keep track of... Well, okay. I guess I'll just do it all separate because they'll have to go on the same target.
Well, you want to make sure the damage and the location are paired.
Yeah, exactly. First one hits left arm for 11.
Okay.
Second one hits the right leg for 7. Third one hits the left arm again, but for only 6.
Okay.
The final one hits, okay, abdomen. Oh, there we go. That's a good damage one, too. 15.
Okay. Cool. So that rider dies.
Yay.
General HP loss and multiple hit locations out. So
And whole body third degree burns.
yeah, a lot of burns, a lot of damage. So they get, they slump in their saddle and are out of the fight. They'll be dead by the end of the round. They're dead almost immediately. So nice job. That Tusker's out. Cool.
Yay.
Tusk Rider is out. Okay, next up, we move into our melee, and you are fighting a Soinnarios and Elendor fighting one Tusk Rider right now on foot. Now, this is simultaneous, so keep that in mind. But who do you want to go first?
Well, I rolled first.
Okay.
And a 98 will miss.
That is a miss. A rare miss. All right.
But at least it wasn't a fumble.
True.
A 17 for Elendor will hit.
Okay, cool. The Tusk Rider fails to parry.
And that should be a special.
Okay.
That's basically makes it from 1d8 plus 1 to 2d8 plus 2 for weapon damage.
How'd that go?
1a10.
Oh, okay. So that cuts a person in half. So you've just seen Elendor hit someone so hard in the middle that they become 2 parts, essentially, and die like immediately. Since I failed to parry by 1%, the armor there is not sufficient to stop that from being immediately lethal.
That was cool. I like seeing Elendor being this deadly. Makes me happy.
Doing well for once. All right, cool. So next up, there's going to be some Tusk Riders doing things. Our core is going to do some stuff. Core just disabled someone's parrying arm through a successful parry. So
yay! I like our car. We might take our car.
You got your shield in the way? No. You hear a bellow in the distance, like somewhere close by, followed by a scream of pain. Then he has to contend with the fact that he's outnumbered. So we'll see how it goes. He disappeared through a tent. Now he has some advantages here that make life a little easier. Again, I think something is broken in how they want to handle hyper. So bear's strength just doubles your strength. It just doubles it. So when you go to like 30 some strength, well, every 4 points of strength increments your to hit roll, your manipulation skill modifier by 5. So when you add like 40% to your rolls, and then you cast a strength spell to get another 10, and then your skill is suddenly like well above 100. The way that the game wants you to handle that is just subtract the excess from everybody else until you're down to 100 and they're down to whatever.
Jeez.
Right?
I don't really like that.
It doesn't work right. I'm not too worried about it right now, but it's not correct because it changes the ratios.
So the old way of doing that, of just rolling it as is, just improving your chance for crits and specials, makes a lot more sense.
It's like they wanted to bring defense back, but only for people who are really, really good at it, like at a weapon.
Yep.
And there's just too many weird places. Like it's very possible to roll up a starting Humakti who can just drive everybody else's percentages into the dirt. And just be like, oh, you think you're pretty good with the sword? Well, guess what? You have a 5% chance of parrying and hitting. So good luck. And that just seems a little too strong. Like, I don't think that was the intent. The game acts like getting above 100% is rare, but with spells, it's not rare at all.
And now characters start pretty high skilled anyway, so it's actually even easier.
Yeah, but even with like Blade Sharp, it's not so bad, but when you cast like Sword Trance and you double your skill, or Berserker and double your skill, those are things where it's just like, oh, hey, you went from a 90 to a 180, and then you cast Blade Sharp 4, and now you have and it's like that other person who has like an 80% and they cast Blade Sharp 4 and have 100%, now they have a 0. So they go down to 5%. It's just, there's something broken there. But I'm not going to change anything right now because it's working in your favor, but I'll probably be implementing a house rule at some point. So just be aware of that. Okay, cool. So that happens. Otherwise, yeah. So he seems okay for now. The other Tuskers, the ones that are riding are kind of pursuing Kathea. So they're moving towards you. You are at least as fast, if not faster than them, depending on whether or not they've cast mobility. So they can't catch you. But one thing you're aware of, right, is that there are 3 riders in between you in the camp who can move approximately as quickly as you can.
There's still 3 after we took out 2 of them.
You demoralized 1. That rider is still mounted. He's just not pursuing. But there are 3 riders total. There's a couple in movement.
Okay.
You're going to have trouble until you take care of them. You're going to have trouble being relevant to the camp fight because they're effectively keeping you away from it to a degree.
Okay.
Like if you get too close, they'll be like, in order to help, then they're able to catch you.
Yep.
So you need to deal with their heavy. Like their lances are a problem. They're not an insurmountable problem, but they exist and they're keeping you from like just raining fire and destruction down on the campsite.
So I can put it on them.
Yes, you can turn it on them instead. Absolutely. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else happening this round, right? I think we're kind of there.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, next round. Do declarations.
Okay. Mardina will throw at 1.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and meteor bow another one, and Estar is going to hit the 3rd boar again with another demoralize. I'm going to go and roll spells, but
Okay.
it's good. I have 100% because I rolled a 92.
Soinnarios, I need declarations for your side of this.
Well, it's good to Arcora, so we'll head to the next step and make use of that mobility move we both have.
Makes sense. So you're gonna zip off and clash into the next group, like hit another tent, and our core is going to do our core things off in the distance. Cool. All right. Okay, let's start. How'd the spells go?
Okay. So I got meteor bow up. I don't know if you caught me. I rolled a 92, but luckily I have 100% in my fire.
Okay, cool.
And the demoralize. Well, a 30. I cast the spell already successfully, so it's 30 for Estar.
What's this power?
17.
Yeah, they're gonna get it.
Yeah, that's Estar casting demoralize is a pretty nasty spell.
Right. Okay, cool. Here we go. All right. So, and the next up would be our range attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run. Roll Mardina first. Hey, hit again. 25.
Nice. We're very proud of her.
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of her. Going for a rider. Abdomen shot for 6. They didn't have time to get armor on.
Yeah.
Okay. Now my shots. I got 4 of them again.
Okay.
I'm not saving spells. Hit.
Right.
11 damage. Left leg. 13 damage to the right leg. Hit. Thought that was a miss for a second, but left arm for 10. Hit. Right arm. Hit every limb. 13.
Nice. Okay, so that again, similar process, right? Like that rider goes down in a hail of fiery arrows that destroy him. So he's dead by the time the last arrow hits, and then we can move on from them. Okay. So
we got down to 1 of them.
Yeah. Next up. So one thing you're gonna catch here as you like obliterate a couple of riders, you have another rider that's all beat up and his mount is demoralized. That's good. You have the first person you met whose leg you took out has healed themselves enough to start getting onto their mount.
We never rolled the second attack that round when they went down. It would have just been a normal arrow. I forgot about that.
Okay. We're not going to roll it now, but I apologize for forgetting. Yeah. So, all right, next up. The big thing you notice pretty immediately is that you have 2 riderless but still quite angry Tuskers on the move.
Okay.
The one you obliterated spent his last moments of life fanaticizing his mount to remove the demoralize. He did not realize he was going to die, but so they are quite belligerent and very closely attached to their riders. So they have a habit of going to war when the riders are hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of their quality as mounts. They're actually if they were like normal animals that you could just make friends with without blood sacrifice, they would be incredible mounts. But you have to kill people to keep them, so they don't really work outside of that. All right, cool. So that's that happening. All right, you're gonna plow into Undor and Soinnarios. You're gonna plow into a couple more people. So you can make your attacks as you're like moving into another tent. There's a couple of people in there. They've had a couple rounds. Like people who aren't just running out are getting ready, right? So they've pulled on helms, grabbed shields, sword, that sort of thing, and are more capable of fighting.
Nope, that's fair.
Okay, so you're gonna plow into those two, and you can go. You'll go ahead of them.
I hit this time.
Okay.
Hooray. What's a regular hit? 14 to the 15.
Okay, so they do parry, but you hurt them. Like they catch it on the shield, and it bites. Like you can see them wince. You see some blood like dripping from their arm. So even though they parried you, you hit hard enough to take a chunk out of their shield and still hurt them because they're just wearing leathers under the shield. So like you still cut them.
All right. I guess Elendor will hit the other one. You said they're 2, right? He's
How'd it go?
special.
Okay, yeah. You should
16.
probably just play Elendor from now on. they're rolling very well. See if I can't parry this somehow. Nope. How'd it go?
3rd to 17.
Left arm. Okay, cool. So similarly, they fail their parry, which means that they don't really have a lot of protection there. So left arm's gonna be out. Good work, team. And we'll resolve their counter attacks. Soinnarios, would you like to parry?
Sure.
Cool.
Success.
Good job. Okay, so it doesn't matter what they roll then. And the other one who just has his left arm hacked is like flails and does a poor job of attacking back. So good for them. Okay, off in the distance. Not really that far away. You just can't see clearly what's happening.
Bears howl in distance.
Right, bears howl in the distance. And you're like, what the? That's not how that works.
Plus, we find it comforting.
You hear, more screams of pain. So he's having some troubles. All right. So you hear a roar. It doesn't sound pain, but just like frustrated. So it's hard to interpret what's going on. But you know our core is still engaged somewhere, but you don't have eyes on him. Okay, so that happens. The last thing that's gonna happen is got it. All right. So that's unless there's something else happening, a second shot or something like that, we're gonna move into the next round. Is there anything left?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Okay, so in that case, we'll roll into the next round. Okay, so at the very start, make scan rolls for me, guys.
Make it normal success.
Okay.
I succeed.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Kathea, you can see the tent that your foot compatriots are working towards, or at least Elendor and Soinnarios, at least the reliable foot compatriots are working towards. The bigger tent, like its flap has been opened, and there is a man riding out of it. He's a Tusk rider. His mount was apparently in the tent with him. He has a lance and a sword. He is wearing several of his armor pieces, and his sword are made of iron.
Well,
His helm is an iron helm that has like 2 sets of tusks on it. You think his name is probably not from that. But in any event, he's riding out. He looks fierce. He looks angry. He also looks prepared. He is fully armored. He is mounted. He has some magic on him. So he is our leader is entering the battle. Cool. Okay. Other than that, nothing really has changed. So you ranged are up first. Kathea,
yes.
you can shoot him. You will just
Right.
expose yourself to being caught by a boar, basically.
All right. Mardina
Mhm.
and Estar will aim their attacks at that boar,
Okay.
and I will let loose. Oh, what do you think, Soinnarios? Should I go all in on this one?
That may not be a bad idea.
All right, I'll go all in with the meteor bow, shooting star. But
Call it what you want. I call it meteor bow because that's what it used to be called, and I like that.
yeah, I kind of like that name better too. And it
So
keeps
that's
confusing
what I
me.
always say because I think it sounds familiar. But shooting star is what it's called in the book.
I know.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. You're going
Yep.
to unload. You're going to hope that your allies can screen the tuskers
Yep.
off of you, and
Yep.
then we'll see how that goes. And we're going to flip over to melee.
So with my summon and control elemental,
Yes.
would I forego being involved in melee this round or not?
Okay, so the way that summoning is not such a big deal. It's not that hard. The issue for you is the command part. And you don't need to summon, you just need to command. So let's look that up because that's really the spell that's kind of tricky. So the way it works, if you're looking, it's in the core book, it's in page 323. I'm gonna say really honestly, as long as you're just telling it to go do something, go attack that person, go attack the nearest foe. As long as it's not intricate, you can just tell them to do it and they'll go do it. Now this is a 2-point spell. You usually have to roll. But because it's already bound, it's in a binding, it's in your crystal, you will succeed automatically at that roll.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll for it. It just happens. So you spend the 2 rune points, summon it out. Its attack will happen at strike rank 12. That's true for elementals. That's true for spirit combat too. When spirits do things, it happens to strike rank 12, unless there's some sort of special rule for them.
Okay, because since both summon and command are ranged, and I know it's slow, so I'm gonna try to lead my target a little bit.
Okay. Command Cult Spirit is ranged because you can do it at range.
Okay.
Not because you can throw the spirit.
Okay.
To be clear. Like,
Okay.
Summon
So
would let you, but you're not summoning it. It is already present.
So I'm just
Right.
uncorking it.
Yes.
I'll try.
No, it's just worth clarifying. And it's been different in different versions of the game. So, and also we were running a little late, so I want to try and wrap this up if we can fairly quickly.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna uncork it.
Mhm.
Will that bump me to SR6 then on my attack?
It will slow you by 1 strike rank, yes.
I'll let Hastia try to cast mobility on it.
Okay. Where are you
So,
standing it?
I don't know that because I'm in the tent, right?
Yeah, you went into a tent, so you're actually kind of. Are you just
So
trying?
never mind.
Well,
We're good this round.
You can just immediately party wipe the 2 in front of you, like at the end of the round. You can just be like, even if we don't kill you, that gnome is going to eat you.
Let's get out anyway.
Okay, so you're going to summon it. You can have it attack the 2 that are in front of you.
Yeah.
You're engaging. That's perfect.
Just not us.
Right.
Please.
Right.
Okay. And then uncork, mobility, and swipe, and parry with shield.
Okay, cool. All right. And what's Elendor doing?
She's gonna hit the one. They're gonna hit the one in front of them. So that's what they're doing.
Okay.
And then we'll hopefully be moving on to the next tent.
Makes sense. All right, cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and resolve our spellcasting for everybody. Soinnarios, you do not have to resolve your spellcasting. It happens automatically.
Okay.
Spells that we're doing go off.
Okay, cool. So, all right. Tell me how the Demoralize goes.
Only an 83 to overcome the.
That will not do it.
All right. Should we go ahead and roll for Mardina with the javelin throw at it?
Yeah, now that we've done our spells,
Hey!
going up other ranged attacks.
Yes.
Is Mardina
hits
turned into an
again.
unstoppable murder machine?
Well, I'm not sure about that. It was just a normal hit, but still Mardina hit in the 6. I don't know what that is.
It's a pig. All right.
Yep.
6.
For 4 points of damage.
Hold on. I have to do a little running around because giant boars are not in the same section as, like, Tuskers are not in the same section as Tusk Riders. They're under animals, not under elder races. You have to flip back and forth if you want both.
I could look it up, I suppose.
No, I got it. You hit it in the 6. That's the hind quarter.
4-6.
4-6. Okay, so that's going to hurt it, but it's not going to.
Right.
I take it out.
All right.
They're pretty. Their skin is like 4 points of armor. Cool. Okay, so it gets hurt. Okay, so you are going to be attacked by some Tuskers here. Okay, cool. But you are able to shoot. So now you will shoot.
Well, let's see what happens here. First shot does 13. The left leg.
13 to the left leg.
Yep. Second shot. Okay, impales don't do anything special with this, right?
Right.
Okay. Does 12.
To the
right arm.
Okay.
Third shot hits, does 10.
Okay.
To the abdomen.
Okay.
Fourth shot hits, does only 7.
Okay.
To the head.
Okay.
Fifth shot would be an impale normally.
Okay.
11 to the head again.
Okay.
Sixth shot hits, 14.
Okay. 14 to the chest. Hold on one second. Let me think. 10, 14. Okay.
Sixth shot hit. Wow. That's the third time I would have had an impale if I could. Oh, well. Well, but I wouldn't get this many.
Yeah, it would take you several rounds to shoot.
Yeah,
yeah.
But this one does 15. Let's see where it hits. Right leg.
15 to the right leg. Okay.
That's number 5. Right. Hits. Normal hit. Only does 7. To the left arm. Or sorry, left leg. Number 7 hits. 12 to the left arm.
Okay.
Last one hits. But this one I still get. I rolled no 4.
The crit will still crit, yeah. It doesn't change the damage, but it ignores
Right.
armor. Yeah.
Right. So it does 10
Okay.
to the abdomen.
10 to the abdomen. Okay.
Yep. A lot of arrows. A lot of rune points.
Okay. So he actually, for the most part, like you drown him in fire and arrows. You see him you see a lot of your shots hit his armor, hit the magics around him, and just not penetrate.
Yeah.
But the last shot goes through. It hurts him pretty badly. Like he sags in his saddle. You're not sure he's conscious. If you hadn't critted that last shot, he would have been fine. Like he would have been hurt, but not in bad shape.
Yeah, I had a feeling he had enough up that I just pretty much wasted that. Unfortunately, I can't.
You didn't
really
waste it.
do more damage.
He's hard.
Yep.
He's not impossible to hurt, but he's tough.
Right.
Okay, cool. So that happens. You do mess him up. That's good. So that's cool. Next up will be Elendor. Will make their attack followed by Soinnarios because you're now offset by 1.
Elendor hits 17 to the 1.
17 to the 1. Okay, so
Yep.
I did make my parry, but it doesn't matter because you cut out their sword arm. Cool. So they're just standing there like an idiot, both their arms disabled.
It's one.
Oh, I thought you said. Well, no, they parried. So if you parry a melee attack, it moves the attack to the parried location.
Oh.
So like if you parry with a sword, that damage will go to your sword arm. If you parry with a shield, that damage goes to your shield arm.
Oh.
Oh God.
So they caught it. Like they grabbed the blow. It got beat through, and then
must be a new rule too, because it used to be it went through the location, like you were just blocking with what you could, but it would still hit that location.
Right. I think the way this edition, I think, does move it to the limb that you're using. It doesn't do that if you're passive parrying with the shield against missile attacks.
Right.
They go through. But if you're using it, basically is that if you're holding something, your arm is going to have to interpose. Yeah. So you move it to that location, which, I mean, is helpful in some ways, right? Because if you're going to get headshot, getting your arm blown through is better than that. But now, yeah, there's in front of Elendor is a Tusk Rider who has had their both arms disabled. So they're standing there with their arms limp, bleeding from different wounds. And then so that's pretty fun. And then you're up, Soinnarios.
Oh, 2.
Okay. Cool.
So I double and max, right? Slashing.
I think so. They fail the parry. I believe that's correct. I need a cheat sheet. I need to print the cheat sheet off the GM screen. That's what I need to do. Or just, I don't have a place to set up the GM screen in front of me, but I can print it from the PDF file. Oh, here's a note, Kathea, to keep in mind as we go through playing. The parry reduction for multiple parries is 20% now.
I thought it was 30%.
Nope. I just saw the table while I was scrolling, and I was like, oh, that's a different number than I've been using forever.
Yeah. Okay, I screwed it up too.
No,
it might be taken from old editions, not of RuneQuest, but other BRP games.
That's the problem. Okay, so the crit does max damage. It does maximum possible damage. So you don't roll twice, you just double it and max it.
Wow. And ignores armor?
And ignores armor. Because crits always ignore armor.
Right.
Oh, God. I max my strength bonus. So that will be...
I'm just going to cross this. I know they're not going to live through it.
28. And I rolled a 20 for hit location.
To the head? Okay, so you split their head like a melon. They're wearing a helm, but it doesn't matter. So you just powered through. Like their head opens up like some sort of disgusting flower. You pull your sword off their collarbone. Like you would have penetrated to their solar plexus like that. So
good job.
They're not getting back up.
See, I don't need to join Voria to cast flower.
Right.
Oh, boy.
You can get it as an associate spell. It's the spell they offer you. She offered you.
I know.
Okay. So cool. Fun. All right, neat. So in theory, there would be some sort of counterattacks from them, but no one can. So we'll just skip to the end of the round. Go ahead and make this poor guy who's standing there. He's standing there in front of you. Both of his arms are out. He's like looking at you, like he's angry and scared, and then he just disappears. So go and roll your gnome's attack.
It doesn't give me a thing to roll. It gives damage.
Oh, hold on. Let me open up let me go to the part of the bestiary and we'll walk through it step by step so we both understand it for the future. I haven't had a chance to use gnomes, but I probably will at some point. Earth elementals. Okay, attack. Right, so you just open the pit, they drop into the pit. Yeah, you do your damage to all hit locations engulfed. So for him, that's everything. Yeah, so you just roll that damage against every hit location. He's going to die. You do not have...
12.
Okay, so...
And Hastia's casting of mobility did go off.
Okay, cool, good. Yeah, so you're gonna roll your damage modifier against each hit location. He has 1 point of armor. He has already lost almost all of his health. He's just gonna die. So like he's like standing there with his arms useless, and then he just disappears from view. The ground opens up and swallows him. You hear the briefest muffled scream and then nothing. Cool. Good work. Horror story stuff. All right, moving on. Let's see what we're going to do here. So the Tuskers... Oh, sorry. There's one thing that has to happen here, which is that the Tuskers have to attack because they managed to catch. That was an accepted thing that happened. Okay, so and that happens pretty late in the round, so I forgot to pin them in at strike rank 9, but it's going to happen. Okay, so Soinnarios, you're going to need to make some defensive things here.
Soinnarios or me?
Oh, sorry, Kathea.
Okay.
Okay. What is this is actually targeting your mount. What is a star? Do they have like a dodge or something like that?
A star has can
or parry
with a horn.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
All right.
And Star has barding too, doesn't he?
Star has barding on. Star is not defenseless.
Yep. Successful parry.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
I'm just gonna roll damage here to see if it does anything. Those were the wrong dice.
AP for the horn is...
I don't know. It's probably pretty good. It's probably too good to matter for this.
Yeah.
So I would imagine it's at least 12, which is enough that doesn't matter. So so a star parries a gore attack. So the Tusker runs in and slashes with their tusks. A star riposte, like pushes off like a bee with the horn and pushes them away before they can actually savage him.
Yep.
So that's cool. Good work, team. Good work. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say, guys. It's late. You have downed the leader. He is capable of he has a shot at divine intervention, but it's not guaranteed. And otherwise, the camp is basically broken. There are very few people alive to resist you. You're going to have time to grab him and leave. You probably so you can grab his body. It's got iron and stuff on it. You're not going to have a lot of time to loot the camp
because there's just too many. So it's just
there's too many. Your guys are outnumbered noticeably, and they're skirmishing on one side to just try and keep them busy and off balance, but they're going to need to run. They're also just not, frankly, your Wanderers are probably pretty comparable. Your Thanes are actually a little worse. Tusk Riders are not incompetent in battles.
No.
Your Clan Warriors are a little outmatched.
The reason I organized them the way I did, so
100%.
that they were against 110.
So you'll be able to retrieve his body quickly. Soinnarios, that's probably you. You can wreck the camp pretty thoroughly. You can tell your gnome to just wreck the camp and kill anyone it encounters while it's moving around, destroying things. You can pretty thoroughly make them miserable.
I would do that.
You do have a chance to grab, he's wearing this lord, because he has to keep the hands on him for them to work, right? So you can take those. He's got a couple of hands and several tails that he's carrying. So you can take those as well. So you'll be able to free them later. But we're going to end there with you guys fleeing the camp. You're going to call off your troops. Go ahead and make just make a couple of battle rolls for me. One for each group. Tell me which group you're rolling.
Okay.
To see how they fared. The plan worked. I just want to see. Okay.
So the Yolana group, I got a crit for them.
Okay, good. So they don't take any meaningful injuries, and they do some
damage. And I got a special for the Clan Warriors. I rolled 03 and 05.
Light injuries and do a little less damage, but they both are basically okay. You didn't lose anybody in either group.
That's the goal. And we'll make sure I'm gonna try to make sure we break through to Arkora and get him out of here.
Oh, he'll leave. He's not berserked. He's just an idiot, right? Once he realizes everyone's leaving, he'll leave with you.
Okay.
He just isn't very tactical. He looks for targets. He tries to kill them.
He did a good job of it.
Yeah. We're going to be patching how the rules work because otherwise it gets really stupid. There's a couple other places I could complain about, and I will once we stop the recording. But I'm gonna go and end this session here, and we will get back together and finish up the aftermath of this and the rest of Dark Season in the next session. So I'll see you all then.